play on Sunday. Rakasner, a very good offensive player, not the defender that Blaylock is.
Only his 11th start of the season.
Houston knocked out of bounds. Still Nick ball, 9 on the shot clock.
Very hard to replace a man who leads the league in steals as Blaylock does, and also 13th in assists. So he's a very complete player, and that doesn't talk about his defense as Allen Houston opens things up for the Knicks.
Houston hitting his first shot of the night. Knicks again shooting poorly last night. 38% from the field against Portland. They've been under 40% far too often. Smith against Starks, looking to post up. Starks played him well. Smith puts it in, out of bounds. Starks was all over him, then bumped him at the last minute. Smith with a chance for a three-point play.
Well, this opening shot by Smith takes us back to January 13th here at Madison Square Garden when Steve Smith hit his season high of 35 points with a remarkable shooting performance. John Starks also hit his season high with a just about equally remarkable performance with 34. Matched up because of the height difference. Smith has a +5 inches, so it's a little easier for him to get that shot up.
That was a real shootout, that game here at the Garden. Starks also played very well. He had 20 in the first game against the Hawks in Atlanta, so he's had 2 very strong games. Backs up for 3. Won't go, but Tumbo lost it. Johnson blocked. Knicks jumping up for a goaltend. Starks a quick jumper and knocks it down. And that looked like a goaltend to me. Tumbo, speaking of leading the league, he's first in block shots. Henderson stripped by Oakley. Henderson gets it back in a loose ball foul. That's why he got it back. Charles Oakley's defense forcing a turnover.
Henderson's play has kept Christian Laettner on the bench. He took over the starting job 16 games ago, now 17 games ago, and he's been playing terrific basketball. But they're rich having a guy like Laettner coming off the bench as well.
Both free agents for the Hawks. Henderson's perhaps the #1 candidate for most improved. Houston on a pull-up. Allen Houston. And the 2 guards, after struggling last night, off to solid starts tonight. Smith again forcing the jumper. Oakley boxing out Mutombo. That's a textbook way to box out what he just did there. Ward throws it ahead. Larry Johnson underneath. Excellent vision from Charlie Ward. The Knicks have their first lead. Ward already with 3 assists. Knicks on a 6-0 run.
Larry Johnson into his leg game, using those legs to beat the opponents down court.
Oakley again defending. What he's done in the past several weeks, guarding all these 7-footers and playing center. As Mutombo draws the foul and puts it in. Oakley confused, but it's not against him. It's against Allen Houston. But you have to admire how tough Oakley has played. There's no question he's a power forward. He's 6'9", and the week he's had against the Gauskas, Smiths, Sabonis, and now Mutombo is pretty incredible.
See, this says something about Mutombo's mental attitude for tonight. He doesn't usually think scoring. He's a rebounder, defensive player, but he's thinking scoring when you see him persist in that movement to the basket. Now, last time these 2 teams played in New York, Mutombo was a non-factor in the game because in the first quarter, he took a shot in the lip and had 8 stitches in his lip, and as a result, only played 14 minutes in the game, did not score, did not rebound.
Ward slips, tries to get it ahead, but Rakasner right there, and Allen Houston stops him. Smart play from Allen Houston, preventing an easy fast break. Unfortunately for Houston, picks up his 2nd foul. Lenny Wilkins and Bennett Salvatore enjoying the early going.
It's unusual to see Lenny crack a smile during the game. The 2 veterans respecting each other's turf.
Houston will sit down with the 2 fouls. Chris Mills comes in. Mills has missed the last 2.5 games.
See, now this possibly says that's the end of Allen Houston until the 2nd quarter. So we have 9 minutes to go in the 1st quarter. Knicks need someone to step up and fill those shoes if possible.
Henderson against Johnson. Working hard, won't go, starts the rebound. Knick guards have to help out on the board, something Jeff Van Gundy felt they did not do last night. Mills wide open, passes it up, gets another opportunity, and hits it. Mutombo calling for the ball. Knicks whistled for an illegal defense there first, so just a warning. Hawks come in winning 3 in a row. Jeff Van Gundy knows they've played well, and they've won 7 of their last 8, but the competition, John, has not been all that strong.
Yes, we were looking at that before the game. In those 7 wins, 6 of the teams have deep losing records. The only they just had 1 win against happened to be against Cleveland, what would be called a quality win in those 8 games.
Hopefully called for the foul before the shot. That's his first. Knicks already with 14 fouls.
Kind of takes the starch out of the impression of a team winning so much when you examine exactly who they've been playing.
Schedule is such a big part of it as Ricasner knocks it down. As mentioned, Ricasner, he does not hesitate to shoot. He's a good offensive player. Starks against Smith. Starks, the pass to Larry Johnson. Mutombo's presence alters Johnson's thinking, and a technical foul has been called against Mutombo.
Mutombo is broken up with laughter.
Wonder if it's a taunting technical. Of course, that finger wagging has been part of Mutombo's repertoire. He wants to get an explanation from Bennett Salvatore, and he just agreed. And I think it is taunting. You see, come on, come at me, come at me. And that's taunting technical. You know, I like to see that call. That's the type of stuff that gets players upset. And it starts guys getting their blood boiling. It can have problems. Now, what he's doing here, that's to the crowd. That's not at a player. That's allowed.
Well, people were yelling it out. That's become his symbol of his defensive excellence, which Patrick Ewing is amused by. They are very close. Ewing was in the Hawks locker room before the game quite a while, visiting with his pal.
Charlie Ward with his first shot off the mark. Rebound. Mutombo can't handle it. Knicks will get it back. But again, as to finish the point, they were, you know, you get upset early in the game. All of a sudden, there's an extra elbow here, an extra elbow there. Before you know it, guys are squaring off. And Bennett Salvatore nipping that in the bud early. Game tied at 11. Johnson against Henderson.
Well, he's got more than half the court to work with until he gets near the basket. Then the defenders come over to help out.
Charlie Ward, the penetration, and the runner. Nice use of the glass from Charlie Ward. The Knicks lead by 2. All 5 starters, plus Mills, who's come into the game, have scored for the Knicks. Ty Corbin, the veteran, to Henderson. Henderson playing with a lot of confidence. Starks the deflection, but the roll goes right back to Henderson. Hawks get a break there. Starks, 1 dribble, quick fire. It's good. A 2-pointer.
A lot of confidence from John Starks. He knows if he misses a shot like that before they even get over half court, he's in trouble, so to speak, with the crowd.
He has played well, though, against Atlanta both games. And a foul before the shot. Chris Mills will be called for his first. And the Knicks now over the limit. 6:48 remaining in the first. Knicks shooting 70% from the field.
I'm going to try to come and try to challenging him at my best today. And don't try to let myself discouraged by a lot of things that he'd like to do on me. And that's what I'm looking for. And I know that they like the shot and throwing a ball and push you around and don't let you get the easy basket. But I'm going to try and come out and play like in the same intensity that I played with yesterday, and don't let nothing discourage me.
Any finger waving from you in his direction possibly tonight?
Oh, yeah. You don't, you don't have to forget about that. Definitely when it will be a block, there will be a finger wave.
And a technical, although he didn't get the technical for finger waving, more of, come on, let's go, but he did receive a taunting technical earlier.
Well, Dikembe better remember, because 1 more technical, and he's in the locker room early again.
2 technicals for a player means automatic ejection, although official can toss a player on the first